Hi guys, so this video I will be doing today is going to be more user-friendly for females than it is for males. However, I feel that my videos can help both females and males because this one will be centered around birth control and my own experience with it. Therefore, if you're a guy and you have a girlfriend or you will be in a relationship at some point, most women do eventually experiment with birth control, and so it would be good to know kind of how to help your girl through these times and have open discussions about it, because I feel like it is expected so many times of just the female to take care of her own birth control, to get through it herself. But you know what? Birth control does come with many side effects, potential side effects. Therefore, it's important to really communicate and bring that into the relationship so that you can really discuss these matters together and become a stronger couple. So, I will go right away into my own experience. I have tried two types of birth control in the past. The first one was a number of years ago, which is a contraceptive pill that you ingest, and the other one is NuvaRing, which is a ring that you actually insert. And so Alessa was on quite a number of years ago, and it honestly really affected my mood adversely. I was on this in college, and my weight plummeted. And I know some people are like, oh good, that's a nice side effect, you lose a bit of weight. But no, it warped my perception of myself. It altered my mood that much to the point where I went to 105 pounds on my 5'4" frame, which is, I think, too small for myself. I'm more comfortable around, let's say, 115 pounds. And my thought patterns were pretty dangerous. Granted, the time I was taking it, if I were to guess, I was probably around 20, 21 years old, so already your hormones are still changing, you're still struggling with your own mood, but being depressed on top of that really adversely affected my mood. And so I was having suicidal thoughts, which is something that honestly I do not even have just in my normal depression, but the pill really affected my hormones to the extent where I was having really bad suicidal thoughts. My thinking patterns felt almost manic. They were very, very crazy thinking patterns, very accelerated thinking. I just remember being sad all the time. So this is just something I'm trying to recall. Aless was a little bit more high dosage than NuvaRing. Therefore, when I decided to finally try birth control again, I decided to try NuvaRing so that it would be a little bit less harsh on my system, hopefully. So I will just leave Aless at that. For me, it really caused violent mood swings. It did not work for me, and I would not recommend it to those that are suffering from depression. However, everyone is different. I think it's worth, as a female, trying out different ones, seeing which one works best for you. And I'm going to tell you right away, I haven't found that one for myself yet. So anyways, Aless, number of years ago, I wasn't seeing anyone for a while. I didn't feel the need to be on it. For me, my own cycle is 28 days on the dot, extremely regular. I didn't have a reason to go on it except for maybe to decrease bleeding times and cramping would be the only reasons. My acne, like I didn't have acne, it wasn't an issue. Some people go on it just to combat acne. For some people it makes it worse. For me, while I was on Aless, it was the mood swings that were worsening. So I will move on to the one that I had experimented with for I think over a year, which is NuvaRing. And honestly, I seemed okay at first. It actually made me seem a little more lovey-dovey. Like I was feeling kind of good, but always I would get, around that time of month when you actually remove the ring, I would get very, very moody, very agitated, very on edge, very highly emotional. I would cry a lot. Now this is the thing that kind of scared me about it. They say that it takes about 3 months for your body to adjust to birth control. However, for me, it felt like as it progressed, it got worse. And so at a certain point, I'd mentioned in one of my previous videos, I had a rash appearing on my neck. Like, it would just go all the way up. And I started developing new food allergies. I was just a complete mess. My mood swings became worse and worse, it felt like, and it was just impacting me in such a negative way. So I was noticing all these changes in myself. And so at a certain point, I decided just to stop. So I have been off of that for maybe 2 months now or so, and I'm honestly feeling so much better. My next plan was to try out an IUD, which is something that you get implanted by your doctor, and you can get one that is copper, which releases no hormones, or you can get a plastic one that does release hormones. So I was going to go for the copper one. I just wanted something that would basically block the whole process. You wouldn't be pregnant, but you would not also be getting that insane flow of hormones entering your body. And as I said, NuvaRing was supposed to be a lower dose, so it really frustrated me when it actually had such an adverse effect on me. But now I'm going to get into something that I really want the women to listen to. There have been a number of recalls on both IUDs and NuvaRing now. Now the reason for NuvaRing is because since you insert it in your body, it actually goes directly into your bloodstream, the hormones, without taking any alternate route. What I mean by that is if you take an oral contraceptive, it goes through your digestive system and then it goes into your blood system. Therefore, it's a bit more diluted and it doesn't have as strong of an effect, apparently. And with NuvaRing, there have been higher incidences of blood clotting if you are at all prone to that. And when I think about it, when it makes sense that it would affect you more hormonally in terms of your mood and stuff, it even warns you in the booklet if you have depression or history of it, speak to your doctor and figure that out. My doctor said I could try it out, but like I said, and IUDs have been recalled now because they've actually, some of them have dislodged from where they're supposed to be inside of you and have moved, and then can cause the person to get pregnant, sometimes without even knowing, and actually interfere with the pregnancy process. And so I'm just saying right now, like, my experience with birth control has been horrible. So I want to warn women that if you're feeling something bad on birth control, I would give it the 3-month trial period. But if you just continually are feeling bad and really like it's bringing you down in life, please talk to your doctor and consider getting off of it, because for those with mood disorders, it can affect you very adversely. So I've decided to just stay off, let my body regulate for a while, because to me it's not worth it having something that plays around with your hormones and your emotions to that extent. It just gave me these insane mood swings, and as you know, suffering with depression, it's hard enough to deal with just the regular mood swings you're dealing with your own, mood fluctuations, and then to have this on top of that was almost unbearable. So I know that I personally made the best decision for myself, but I just wanted to warn people that for me, Aless and NuvaRing both were ineffective in terms of keeping my mood steady. It honestly did. It helped in terms of like I said, like with the cramping and shorter cycle and all this, like that was a very good positive, but it's not worth it for me if it's affecting my thinking to the point where I'm having really scary, terrifying thoughts. So just wanted to throw that out there. So if anyone else has a similar experience, please feel free to write, comment to me, let me know what your experience was as well, and if you could recommend anything that's actually been effective for you, that would be great. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will continue to update you guys on my journey. Thank you guys. Bye.